My dancing girls here. This is great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lauren. We appreciated that. We appreciated that. We're going to go live on our Facebook page. And we'd like to welcome our Facebook community, our Facebook family here to Interfaith Truth Center at 4971 Austell Road in Austell, Georgia, US of A. Glad to have you all join us this morning. And you're welcome to come on down and be with us whenever you like. We're here every Sunday at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning for our Sunday gathering, and we are here today. I'm Jean Aaron, and it is my pleasure and honor to serve my family here at ITC. And this morning, I'm actually presenting my first message of the year. And I'm going to call it my New Year's message for the family and for the community. So, title of my message today, this morning, is Living Life to the Fullest. Living life to the fullest. And I've been kind of meditating on the message most of the week and waiting to find out exactly how to present it and what to say, and I finally pulled it together. But one of the things that I wanted to point out or mention is that our thought for the week was kind of given to me during the week when I was actually meditating and preparing myself to receive the message to deliver, to pass on and play forward to you. And this was the thought for the week. It said to me, I say, Father, divine, it was given to me. Life is a journey, a process. And as it was given, it said, life is a journey, Jean. It's a process, Jean. Take care not to attach your identity to the results. Results are simply stepping stones on your pathway. And I felt a whole bunch of love when I received that. So this morning, I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts and what was confirmed for me to present to you. Ways to live your life, living your life to the fullest. We know that that's the best way to get the best bang out of our buck. Is to live it to our max, and live it to the fullest with all that we have, all the gusto that we have, all the determination and commitment we have to give to life. Because you say you give and you receive sometimes 100-fold back. So it's a gift. Life is a gift in itself. Is that we all didn't give it to ourselves. There was a gift that was given to us. A gift with opportunities attached to it. A lot of times purpose and obligation along with that. But anyway, in any case, it's none of that. It's all of it basically. It's a journey. It has attachments to it, maybe, things that go along with it to make the journey worthwhile and meaningful. But it is a process. And we have to be cautious and careful that we don't along the way, because it's sometimes a long journey. Some of us have been, my mother's in her 92nd year here, journeying. And if I be lucky, maybe I'll see that many too. But, time isn't guaranteed to us either. So we never know when that last day or that call to destination, I say, will be. But we know that we're here. It's a gift. But this morning, what I want to do, so I just want to, again, kind of encourage you this morning on some of my thoughts and interpretations and intentions for living, ways for you to live to get the fullness of your life. I know that sometimes we're so focused on the end game, trying to get to our destination, that we tend to just focus on that, focus on what we got to do. We plan something and that's what I'm focused on. This is my desire and that's what I'm going to hold on to. And I'm just focusing on that. I'm tuned in, razor sharp to that, laser beaming right to my goals and my desires and my dreams and my results. But let me tell you, all of that stuff that you're focusing on and zooming on to, they're beautiful, they're great, they're good. And I encourage you to do it, because that's what we do. We manifest. We make things happen and we create and bring things into our life. So we want to do that. But we also want to remember that those things and those dreams and those results and those goals that we set are just intermittent to the destination. Something else that was reminded to me this week as I was meditating is that, don't worry, Jean. Tell them not to worry. There's no way in the world, not in this world, you're not going to miss the destination. So stop worrying about it. Stop fretting on it. You all have the same, tell them that y'all all have the same destination. You're going to get there. You know, and there's no right way to get there. There's no wrong way to get there. There's no specific turns you have to make. There's no way you have to dress or look. There's nobody. You don't have to have a ticket. You have to have X number of dollars. You don't have to go and get the degree. You don't have to be trained. You don't have to get out of the diaper. You're still going to meet the destination. So tell them that. So cool your jets. Cool your jets. Take advantage of the process. Take advantage of the journey. I won't say kick back and coast because that's not the name of this. That's not the name of this journey game. But I will say, get rid of the stress and the worry that you're not doing it right and you're not going to make it. Because I was assured that every person that you lay your eyes on, they're going to make it. They may not be with you, but they're going to make it. And so are you, Jean. So, we fail to pay attention and celebrate all the little intermittent things and the scenery and the people and the situations and the experiences that we have along the way to getting to sometimes our dream, because that's our intermediate goal and intermediate destination right now. Is I want to make this happen. I want this dream to come true in my life. I want to manifest this desire. So we laser in on that, and we miss all of the wonderful things that are coming about as a result of you getting to that intermediate point on your way to your destination. Now, as a master manifester, which I love to pride myself in being, it's important to stay present and focused on not only the destination or the dream or the desire or whatever it is you're manifesting. It's important. We want to focus on that. But we need to know that, because we need to know where we're going. Those are guiding points. Those are guideposts that tells us where we want to go. And it's good to know where you want to get to while you're going, So sometimes we do have our head down and we wander off path and off track. And we get caught up in the hustle bustle of living and living our life from day to day that we forget, what was it I was doing? What was what was that dream about? Or we get all bungled up with the dreams because we got 2 or 3 dreams or 2 or 3 things we're manifesting, and we've got family to take care of and jobs to do and just stuff that's happening, so we forget. So it's good to keep a vision of what that desire and those goals are, so that you'll know that you are making leeway or making headway to those intermediate goals, intermediate destinations. They're not your final destination. You might tend to worry about all your destinations, but my thing is, if you know you're going to make the final destination, don't worry about the intermediate ones. Have fun with them. Enjoy them while you're going. So we should always keep in mind and in our mind and in our thoughts that the whole thing called life is actually nothing but a journey. It's not a destination, like you said. Like it was said to me, it's a process. The route and the journey that is getting us to the final destination. And even your intermediate goals. That's part of the journey. Those are part of the legs of your journey. From one goal to the next goal, from one dream to the next dream. And as long as we are on this side of our final destination, I would hope that all of us have intermediate goals and dreams that we're striving and reaching for. But make sure that those goals are in make sure that you understand that that's not the end all. It's not the end all. It's just a rest point. I made it to this point. It's the plateau. And when you get to a plateau, you may get to rest a little bit, but you keep looking because there's something higher, always. The journey is not simply a measure of days and weeks and time and years. Life's journey is experiences. One experience after another. One experience unfolds into another experience, the next experience, into the next one. Each experience giving way to the next experience, another experience after us, until we meet or come to the end of time, our time here. End of our days, end of our weeks, sometimes even hours, because some children are born and only last a couple of hours. So we don't know how many days and times we have when we, from one day to the next, from 1 minute to the next, from one now to the next now. So we just keep going, and we keep plugging and pushing and setting those intermediate goals and intermediate dreams and intermediate desires along the way as we travel this journey and live this life, having these experiences as we go. We have all likely heard that journey is actually more important than a destination. And I'm not gonna say that enough today. The journey is much more important to you than the destination. Because like I said, we all have the same destination. The only final destination is the same. I can't tell you that my destination is, I'm going to go to, I don't know, to wherever. I'm going to go to Boardwalk in New York City or whatever. No. We all have the same destination, and it's back home. Back home to our Maker, back home to Creator, back home to Father, back home to Divine. And maybe to start all over again, another journey, I don't know. Because we live forever. There's a part of us that lives forever. So I figure that we can be journeying for an eternity. This happens to be the leg of 2022 that we're on, and we happen to be on it together in the human collective. We're all on it together. Some of us will see the end of 2022. Some of us won't. Some of us will leave it. Sometimes we travel together. Sometimes our paths cross, and we take advantage of that time that we can spend together, helping each other along the way, telling our stories of our journeys, our experiences, sharing it with one another, giving them encouragement, giving them something to think about, maybe to compare, wow, you had a rough life. Mine wasn't that bad. We can talk and share those things as we go on the way. But this morning, what I want to do is I want to share 8 or 9 suggestions or ways that you can live your life to the fullest in this new 2022. My hope is that you'll consider these suggestions, 7 or 8 or 9. You'll consider using them and practicing them as directions and guides on your 2022 leg of your journey, your life's journey. And I hope that as I share each suggestion and my thoughts regarding the suggestions, that you will be motivated to move to consider them. Consider how you can apply them into your life and bring them into your experience and into your guides. Use them as guides to get you through so that you can live your life to the fullest in 2022. So, first of all, how does a life lived in the fullest, how does it look? What is that all about? Well, when you live a life into the fullest, the definition that they gave me, but I'm going to have to elaborate on that because it was too simple. It means to be truly alive and awake in life, living and growing your true self, getting immersed in life's ever-changing experiences. Read that again. To live your life to the fullest, it means to be truly alive and awake in life, living and growing your true self, getting immersed in life's ever-changing experiences. All right? Now, that's their definition, but my definition is, it's a life where you thrive, where you're prosperous, where you're happy, overwhelmingly happy and with joy. You appreciate, you celebrate absolutely every situation that is presented to you or given to you. You appreciate every circumstance and every experience that you have, whether it's a wonderful, warm, and fuzzy experience, or if it's something that's going to break your heart. That you learn that they are all part of this journey, that process. And that even if it was a mistake that you made, that you are yet alive and yet still on the journey. So you can be grateful for that is a learning experience, that you don't have to go through that again if you don't want to, but you can if you do. But you can share it on the way with somebody that you meet on the pathway. Tell them about that experience. So maybe they could avoid it without they take your word for it. Some people, like, I know when we were growing up, my brother, we would get in trouble, or we would watch him get in trouble, and he'd try to pull us off into getting in trouble with him. We say, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I know how this is going to turn out. You have that experience by yourself, because when mama get through with you, I'm not going to be next. So we can share those experiences with one another so that we can avoid and they can avoid what we have gone through. So we learn from them, and again, we celebrate absolutely everything that we are fortunate enough and blessed enough to rise from, to get up. There's no saying that you're okay if you get up more times than you fall down. All right? All right, so that's what it means to me. It means to prosperous, thriving, evolving, growing into the best, fullest, best you that you can possibly be. Fulfilling those dreams and desires and wishes, and growing and evolving, and knowing. One of the things that for me is knowing that every day I've made leeway, I've made some headway on this journey. That I didn't, I'm not spending all my time worrying about what happened yesterday, or all of my time worrying about what I got to get done for tomorrow, or what tomorrow's going to be like. That I'm grounded long enough in the now and the present that I can really enjoy what's happening in my life, what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing, what I'm becoming, what I'm watching the world become. That's what a full life means to me. Now, I've got, again, 8 or 9 ways, and I'm going to try to do them quickly. The number one, when you are living your life to the fullest, you are living each and every day as if it was your last day. Because we all know, one thing we know, we're not going to live forever, not in the flesh. That we've got an expiration date. We don't know what it is because a lot of us can't see the bottom of our foot. So, and by the way, it wasn't stamped on the bottom of our foot either. So we don't know when we expire. So we have to, just wait for the whistle to blow. But we all know that we're not going to live forever. But when we're living to the fullest, we understand that, we recognize that, and we don't take it for granted. We don't ignore it. We live our life and appreciate it for every breath we can intake and exhale. For every experience that happens to us, like I said before, good or bad or otherwise. As long as we can get up. Yeah. May not be able to get up next time. I've fallen and I can get up. So we know that. We recognize that, and we honor that. We honor it. Number 2, we know we are living our life to the fullest when we're listening for and getting to know our inner self. Getting to know that inner person. And I tell it like this to my clients when I'm talking, is that there's 2 very distinct parts of you. You're a multidimensional person now. Don't take this for, totality here. But there are 2 distinct pieces of you. There's a part of you that observes, and there's a part of you that is observed. So you get to know the differences of those two, because that observer is here to have the experience that is and observing you having. Right? That God piece of you, that spiritual piece of you, that mystical piece of you, that mysterious piece of you, is the observer watching you have all the fun and all the experiences that you have. So you get to understand the difference between those two pieces of yourself. And you have a nice little, with ego, a nice little dance between the two in your whole lifetime, So you're listening and you're learning to know the inner part of yourself. And once you get to know it, you honor it by being true to it. Living your life being true to who you really are. Not who somebody say you are or who you wish you were, but who you truly are. You practice being aware of that truth. And you make your decisions knowing who you are. Knowing that I'm Jean. I can't make decisions, acting like I'm Virginia. No, I have to make my decisions according to Jean, the inner deep person of Jean. And I have to be that person. And I know, I wear masks. I mask, and sometimes I look in the mirror and I see a mask. But I know, if I'm true and honest with myself, I know that, Jean, you need to take that mask off. That's what people call you. That's what they want you to be. That's what you're trying to be so that you can make them happy. But take that mask off and be who you are. And then you make the decision. You make the choices for you. Sometimes it won't make the other person happy. It's okay. It's all right. Because it's your journey. It's your journey. I can't walk my journey being you. The lessons that I need to learn, I have to learn them. You may already know them. So I have to take my pretend mask off and be me. Number 3, when you are living a life to the fullest, you're living in the present moment. I'm going to tell you, that's an easy one, and that's a no-brainer. The only life that you live is in the now. If you off in the past, in the previous, what it was, whether yesterday, 10 minutes ago, last year, whatever, then guess what? You're in an illusion. I think the Hindus call it, you're living Maya. Yeah, you're living Maya. You're living an illusion. The past is an illusion, and the future is an illusion. I'm not saying they're not important, but I'm saying if you spend your time there, baby, you ain't living. You're coasting for a minute. You got your life on coast. You got your life on autopilot. You let stuff happen. You let stuff get by you. You're missing all the scenery. It's like you're being on the back of the train, fast asleep. Like, who was that under the haystack, fast asleep? Yeah. You're fast asleep. Get up, wake up. Today, now, be present. Be present. Every single second matters. I like that. Because there is no matter in the past. There's no matter in the future. It's only matter now. So I love it when they say Black Lives Matter. Well, yeah, because they're present. So is my life. So is your life. If they're present, we all matter. Because ain't no matter in 2021. Ain't no matter in 2023. All the matter is here today, January 23rd, 2022. Live today. Number 4, when you are living your life to the fullest, you're being grateful and you're learning to appreciate every little thing. If you're living fully, there is nothing insignificant in your life. Everything in your life has a meaning to you, makes a difference to you. You're aware of it. You appreciate it. You know that it is a gift, if not for you, for someone. Someone is going to enjoy that. Someone did enjoy. It's having this to enjoy. So, when you're grateful, when you're living in living your life to the fullest, you are grateful. You learn that everything in your life It's part of your experience. And you want to take advantage of everything. You want to, when you're awake, you want your eyes to be wide open. You don't want to be dozing. You don't want to be lulled. There's another thing that was reminding me of is that I am so glad that I have hunger and I have curiosity and I have a thirst for understanding and for knowledge and for knowing and just for being. Because when I get full, I fall asleep. I don't care. I don't have that concern. I'm lulled. I'm dull. But I'm glad that I have a hunger that keeps me awake, that keeps me driving and thriving. Number 5. Oh, what else? It's cultivate and maintain a spirit of gratitude. That's easy to do. First thing you get up in the morning, you say it. Every time somebody makes a gesture to you, thank you. You know, I used to work at a daycare center and years and years ago. I think I was a teenager at the time. And I would always make the kids, when I give something to them, I would say thank you. Well, one of the teachers heard me say it, one of the co-teachers in the room, she heard me saying, why are you making those kids say thank you to you? Because, their parents are paying for this. I said, well, they may be paying for me to give it to them, but I'm hopefully teaching them that no matter what they get in life, whether it's from their parents or from a stranger like me, that they should be grateful. So be thankful. Number 5, when you are living your life to the fullest, you are living a life that has meaning to your soul and your heart. You find and you do something and things that you believe in, that warms your heart, that gives you satisfaction and contentment. You find something that you love so much that you would do it even if you didn't get paid for it. That it gives you a deep satisfaction that nothing else in your life gives you. Now, I tell my clients and my kids that all of us have a purpose, a reason for being here, and we're gonna be here until whatever that reason is and purpose, until we fulfill it, and that's usually got purpose in life. Now, not all of us are fortunate enough. I have many clients that tell me, I just don't know what my purpose is, Jean. I try to figure it out, but I just don't know. So this is what I tell them. I say, you know what? That's something that you and your Father and your Creator, your God, your understanding of God is going to have to help you understand. But in the meantime, find something that you love to do, that you get up in the morning, that cranks you up and pulls you out and starts you on your way. Find that to do and do that until you and Father, you and God can get an understanding and determine why you're here. Just do something that fills your heart. Make butterflies tumble around in your tummy. Number 6, when you are living your life to the fullest, you are detached from stuff, from material stuff. Material things are good. I'm not saying that you shouldn't want and get and have any and everything you want. Get it. Absolutely have it. Have what you want. Go out, you work for it, you earned it, you deserve it, get it. But understand that you have it. Do not allow it to have you. All right? You are the owner. You're the boss of this. Don't get attached to it. Don't get so attached to it that you're weighed down. The thing that bothers most people when they're trying to manifest something is their attachments. I try to manifest, Jean, and I just can't seem to get it. What's wrong? Well, I can look at your limiting beliefs and see what you believe in. But the very first thing I ask, are you attached to something that you're not letting go? Is something weighing you down? Holding you back? A lot of times when we're attached to stuff and we're trying to move ahead, that weight holds us back. And not only that, sometimes what we're holding on to is not supposed to go with us. So as long as you're holding on to it, you both got to stay where you are. So look at your attachments when you are trying to get ahead and move forward and you're not. Look and see what's holding you back. Remember, you own things. You own stuff. Stuff does not own you. they're not the foster here. Number 7, when you're living life to the fullest, you're giving more. There's a saying that says, believe it to see it. And if some people mistaken and say, you see it, it's believing it. No, believe it is to see it. Trust life and don't expect things to come to you first. Find a way to give something. My grandmother said to me, she says, you tithe and you give. When you give to the Lord, you can't be God-given, so he's got to make sure that he give back to you. I say that to anybody, everybody. If you want love somebody, and it will multiply. If there's a thing that you want, a thing or something or someone or situation that you want, figure out a way to give a token or give something similar to someone else. Yeah. Want to go on this vacation to Tahiti. Your neighbor is getting ready to go to the Caribbean. You know what? Go over there and give them something to take with them on their trip. Because you know what? When you get back, I'm going to be on my way to Tahiti. Find something to give. Give first. Give first and expect to receive back. Well, look for it to receive back. Not that you're giving to receive it. You're just making space for whatever it is that you want to receive. Number 8, when you are living your life to the fullest, you're learning, continually learning, and you are continually exploring. Living life to the fullest has so much to do with growing yourself, finding out about this beautiful, vast world that we live in, learning all the phases and all the cycles that we go through as people, as part of nature, and nature goes through. Learning and exploring, because we will never exhaust exploring the world, exploring nature. Never. You won't even exhaust exploring yourself. Be a continuous learner and a forever curious explorer and a curious learner. Number 9, when you are living the life to the fullest, you dream big. You don't dream little dreams, you dream big dreams. And big dreams being some dreams that you dream like, how am I going to make that happen? You ain't got to worry about that. Just dream it. Dream it. And the universe and God and Father Divine will unfold everything you need to bring it about, no matter how big it is. I've heard so many stories of people saying, you know what? If I knew it was that easy, I would have thought of something more bigger. Think of something bigger in the first place. Just make it big. Make it something that you have no idea how you're going to make it happen. Because you don't have to make it happen. You just have to be available and present to see and witness it happen. Right? That was it. That was all I had. That was it. Living life to the fullest also means that you enjoy your journey. And you recognize that it's not a destination, but it's a journey. It's a process. So I'm going to close here by saying, let us not be so locked into the intermediate, the destination, the final destination. And it's okay to kind of focus and then look at your intermediate goals and results, but don't get locked and tied to them where you are not open to God doing something even bigger and better than what you pencil down on. This is what I'm going to do, da-da-da-da-da. Guess what? God's eraser is bigger than yours. You can erase it and put a whole different plan down. So be open. And yeah, you always want the journey to be happy and just have fun and warm and fuzzy. But understand that it's life. It's a journey. It's an adventure. Adventures are not meant to be, you got the whole plan mapped out. Adventure means that surprises come up. Rain happens. You get caught without an umbrella. COVID happens. You get caught without a vaccination. Things happen. You lose a buddy on the way. But you get up and keep going. It's not always fun. It's not always, what you want it to be, exactly like you want it to be. But it's exactly as it should be for the journey that you're on. Because Father knows best. All we need to do is be open, receive it, be prepared to receive it and experience it and witness it and understand it, observe it, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Celebrate it. So let's celebrate each and every one of our experiences on our life's journey and regard them, no matter what they are, how they've come to you, as stepping stones. They're not you. They're not the end all. They're only in the middle. Life, again, is a journey. Take care that you don't attach yourself to the dream itself or the goal or the result or just, no. Live it. Be excited about it. It is indeed possible to overcome obstacles, any obstacles. It's absolutely possible for you to forgive yourself for any mistake you make, for any missed opportunity that you miss. You can forgive yourself. You can release the guilt or the shame or the disappointment. You can release it, you can let it go, and you can continue. Get up. You can get up and you can continue your life's journey, living your life to your maximum potential. I have a saying I have a saying for 2022. Live well and manifest best. So I say that to you today. Live life to the fullest of your potential. And I'm going to tell you, your potential is far more than you can even imagine. Push the limits, push the wall. Live it to the max. God bless you. I love you.
Thank you.
Manifest best.